everybody. This is your host, Gabriel Phoenix. I know it's been a while. I've been taking a little break. It's been like a good year. I've been doing YouTube and I have over 110 videos. So I decided to take a break, do some family stuff, take care of some stuff. And I've been catching up on old hobbies like building more figures. I'm going to be doing more videos on those. And I decided to clean up some of my stories. So today's video, I am actually going to be going into a 12 episode book that I wrote. So we're going to be reading them, and I hope you guys enjoy. This is called Atom. So it's based on one of my favorite things around, which is Mega Man. I love machines. I love robotic, but I thought of a future in the future, more into it. And you're going to see a lot of inspirations that I have for the series of Mega Man, Mega Man X, and kind of stuff like that. But I wanted to do a little bit more sci-fi, so I hope you guys like it. Yes, there's 12 chapters. I finished the first book. I was able to do that, do some cleaning. So let's get right into Atom. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's dive deep.
Oh yeah!
So, Episode 1, Dr. Mundo. A lone robotic scientist who has a desire to restore old machines back to their operational glory has discovered the lifeless robotic corpse in the junkyard. This robotic scientist's name is Dr. Mundo. He saw a metallic corpse just lying there. Years in the junkyard wasn't kind to the robotic bodies as rust devoured the metal body. The power cells has eroded, and a lot of memory chips has dissolved from acid rain. Dr. Mundo was deeply saddened at the state of this machine. The only thing he can see is the name Atom from the paint that is chipped away on the chest armor, which originally said atomic before the paint faded and chipped away. Dr. Mundo quickly took the heavy metallic corpse, loaded him up on his wagon. The wagon was just a normal trailer with a short mid-sized robot who goes by the name Gadget. Now, Dr. Mundo is in his middle age with a left robotic arm. He lost his left arm in the Repnoid Freedom War, who tried to seek their freedom from the human oppression, but that's a story for another time. Once Dr. Mundo finished collecting parts from the junkyard, he heads back towards his labs, which is located outside of the city, but only 3 miles away from the junkyards. Now, Dr. Mundo lab is not a fancy or a well-kept lab. After all, his only income is fixing broken robotics for others. Most of the time, it's fixing robots who were defeated in arena or in battle. Sometimes he gets great parts from military grades to even luxury model grades. He loves the junkyard because some of the stuff he finds and puts together can be a complete wonder, such as Gadget. Gadget is Dr. Mundo's greatest assistant, and the reason he named it Gadget is because this robot is like a Swiss pocket knife. Gadget can become any tool that is needed for fixing and can even turn into a small transport. Gadget has an elephant-shaped body frame, but is unable to walk on 2 legs with 2 arms for working. But is able to walk on 2 legs with 2 arms for working. Gadget has a robotic trunk that is often used as a hand or turns into a blowtorch for welding. Dr. Mundo empties his wagons and begins to bring the robotic corpse named Atom to his workbench. There lies on his workbench a broke humanoid machine. The head with no optical parts, with the upper half missing skin, only showing the bare robotic skeleton underneath. The body has broken power cells as battery acid leaks out with grime from the metal skeleton with no covering. Only shoulder pads and upper body armor with the letter spelling Atom remains. The arms and legs are incomplete, with hanging wires as ligaments. Dr. Muto's heart was crushed to see such a poorly treated machine, but luckily for him, he had spare humanoid parts from the military repnoids he finished not so long ago. So he gets to work on the Atom quickly. Dr. Muto replaced the right arm with a humanoid arm and had no choice but to use a military buster for the left. You gotta use what you got, Dr. Mundo said out loud while laughing. Gadget changing his trunk to blow fire like a torch for welding, and his arm changes to multiple drill wrenches to bolt down some parts together. Dr. Mundo quickly changes the power cells and batteries to modern age technology. That's when Dr. Mundo discovered what made Atom so special. Behind the Atom armor was a atomic transmitter optimized magnetic intelligent core. As you see, it stands for atomic for short. Such a thing was banned from the distant past of many years ago due to the infinite unstable energy that it can produce. The core has the power to release energy and destroy things on an atomic level. This made it very dangerous in the wrong hands, but it can also power a city forever. Dr. Mundo starts having mixed feelings at this point and was unsure if he should continue onwards. Such technology can bring an end to a war or even bring an end to humanity. He thinks about his past and the Repnoid Freedom War. He looks at his left arm and thinks about the people he could have saved. A moment of silence came over the labs when all of a sudden a pull from Gadget on Dr. Mundo's right sleeve, like if Gadget is encouraging him to keep going. That's when Dr. Mundo smiled and an idea popped in his head. Dr. Mundo searched his whole lab until he finds a old wooden box that has the word light on it. He opened up the wooden box to reveal a program chip. It's an old program chip that was given to Dr. Mundo back in his youth when he won a robotic science fair. He won it with the gadget's first prototype called Handy. Dr. Mundo still has Handy, but it sits as a trophy on his shelf in his lab. The man who gave this box was a very old man who used to be a famous scientist for robotics. Dr. Mundo remembered how exciting he was for the prize. It was an old robotic code that prevented robots from harming humans under any condition. This program no longer exists since humans became a thing of since robot became a thing of war and are used to defend themselves from other humans. How times has changed, Dr. Mundo thinks to himself. Remembering the world being a more peaceful place, Dr. Mundo installs the program chip in the core of Atom. He completes Atom's legs with luxury humanoid parts and completes the repairs on the body armor. Dr. Mundo makes sure to remove all the rust and grime off of every single part of the metallic skeleton. Now time for the robotic head, as Dr. Mundo sees how badly it lasted through the years in the junkyard. He had to replace some memory chips and install a permanent helmet on Atom's head. But a problem occurred. Dr. Mundo does not have optical parts for this robot. The most rare and expensive parts of a humanoid robot are its core as well as their eyes. What's even worse is that Atom's robotic optical sockets are not compatible with any of the modern technology. Dr. Mundo had to really think and figure out what to make this robot see without optical parts. That's when an idea clicked in his head like lightning. What if he could use energy waves to form images, in a way like sound waves and thermal imagery, but instead use energy while processing the data into images? He quickly installs an electrography into the robotic optical sockets and connect them to an optical lens. Now, all he needs is a way to create color and shapes of objects. That's when he thought about an item that humans use to see called glasses. Unfortunately, this won't help because there is no reflection in the sockets of Adam's eyes. Dr. Mundo sits and thinks, looking around the room until he sees a reflection off a visor of a welding helmet. Lightning sparks again in his mind and it gives him an idea. He's going to route the energy waves into the visor to bounce the images into the lens to process the data for colors and shape. Dr. Muno finished the repairs and installs. He looks at the once broken robot and sees Adam fully repaired. It took Dr. Mundo 2 months to complete, but something was missing. That's right, he forgot to give him a nice paint job. So Dr. Mundo took out his best paint with tons of protection from natural elements as he turns to Gadget and said, "Here you go. Call me when you're done." As Dr. Mondo laughs while walking towards the bedroom to go to sleep. In the morning, while Gadget worked all night painting, Dr. Mundo awakens to take a shower to remove all the dirt and grime off of him. He forgot to take a shower this whole time and reeked like oil. His stomach grumbles as he had very little food during his work. See, Dr. Mundo gets very obsessed with his work, hence why he's still single and never had married. After eating a heavy breakfast, Dr. Mundo heads back to his lab to see the new paint job. And man, he was impressed. It was a blazing red and a pearl white theme with a dash of golden yellow to really pop out the colors. "Gadget, you really done yourself this time," Dr. Mundo marveled at his work. "Truly a masterpiece. I knew it was better not to replace you with another one." Gadget gets mad and blows his trunk at Dr. Mundo while covered in paint. "I'm just kidding," Dr. Mundo said, while laughing loudly. "You know no one can replace you, old friend." Gadget's cheeks glow red from overheating. Dr. Mundo installs the power cables into Adam's core. He takes a deep breath and looks at Gadget. "You know, if this fails and blow up, we will be atomized in a second." Gadget quickly puts on a metal helmet and hides behind a barrel as he gives a thumbs up to Dr. Mundo. Dr. Mundo stares and says thanks for the support. He flips the generator switch to surge energy into Adam's chest. The core sparks and starts to activate while releasing a whooshing noise. All of a sudden, Dr. Mundo's hair starts lifting up as the surrounding starts crackling and sudden sparks appearing. The cold fear grew in his eyes as wonder strikes his mind. Gadget gears to start to shake as everything feels like an earthquake. Lime green energy sparking out of Adam as it starts vibrating. Suddenly, Gadget feels like something has grabbed onto him and sees Dr. Mundo holding on for his dear life. They both look at each other, then at Adam. The humanoid robot gives out a loud scream as Dr. Mundo and Gadget both scream as they prepare for their doom. Boom! A sudden power surge and everything grows dark. Then all of a sudden, a lime green light glows into the darkness. Adam's visor lights up and the lights turn back on, in the lab to reveal the humanoid robot revived from the dead. Dr. Mundo and Gadget, after taking a moment to collect themselves for joy. "We're alive!" said Dr. Mundo. "I mean, we did it! He's alive!" Dr. Mundo approached Adam and introduced himself. Adam is a bit confused and don't know where he's at. Where am I? Why am I operational? Dr. Mundo's curiosity came out. And he asked, "Well, you're in my lab and I fixed you up. Do you remember anything before you cease function?" To be continued. Well, everybody, I really liked I really I really liked this story I wrote. I put a lot. I hope you guys like it. We will be finishing it up for 12. There's 12 chapters. Well, 12 episodes in total. Tell me how you guys think about the story. If you have any questions, just let me know. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, writing it, and I hope you all appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and this is Gabriel Phoenix signing out. I hope you all have a great time, and peace out.